We're gonna hit some soloing ideas right now. First and foremost, blues scale. Plain old B flat minor blues. I would say really embrace that and get used to playing the B flat blues and just, I say the term master it very loosely. Just feel really confident. This is B flat minor blues, and I should probably put it on the screen. That was all 6 strings. What chord am I on? I have no idea. Because a B flat minor blues scale doesn't really tell us what chords. But as soon as I go, as soon as I start to outline with arpeggios, then you can kind of tell. But if I did this, you would have no idea where I'm at in the progression unless I did this. So there, for my soloing, I wanted to only play B flat minor blues, but I was doing these little chord stabs just so you can know where I'm at within the progression. And that's really quite fun to do, and I do recommend it. And just to kind of give you, another demo, just to hit the chord and keep your soloing super simple like this. 4. 5. 4. Turn around. That was non-blues. 1. 4. And again, I'm just throwing in these little blues licks. There I was actually using the major pentatonic, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But I was mixing and matching. But the idea of it is to hit the chord on beat 1 and then do a lick. Hit the chord. 1. 4. Sharp 4. 1. 5. 4. 1. The blues. And top. 4. 1. 4. Sharp 4. And 1. Chromatic. And I'm gonna do my lick right here. And I keep quoting that one song, Sunny Moon for Two. That was one of the first blues songs that I learned when studying jazz by Sonny Rollins. It's a great melody that's just right out of the pentatonic blues scale. I love those really simple melodies. The easiest melody for blues, by the way, is Duke Ellington's C Jam Blues. It's just 2 notes. But that's usually, as the name implies, in the key of C. But you could call it out in your band and play it in B flat. It doesn't matter. And that's the thing about learning blues melodies. Play it in different keys. I was going to share a version of Sunny Moon for Two with y'all. It was a great version of it with Kenny Burrell and organ trio. But they played it in F. Sonny Rollins originally wrote it in B flat. So again, you can move it around to any key. Learn any blues melody. Learn a lot of the melodies. That's very, very important. You can learn so much from the melodies. So that here's a new concept I want to talk about when soloing, besides just, hey, play the blues scale. And I want to do that in a second. So we have the minor pentatonic blues scale, and the minor pentatonic is this. Okay, that's B flat minor pentatonic. Not to confuse you all too much, but do you all know what relative major that would be? B flat minor has a relative major. It's always a 3-fret trick. And I think of it as going up for major, down for minor. Like major's happy, minor's sad, down. So if I said B flat minor penta, that's the same as D flat major penta. Same 5 notes, okay? So that, I think that's pretty important. That's powerful. That's a powerful tool and concept to have, is to be able to identify quickly what the relative is. A minor penta, you all know this. Well, maybe not. C major penta, okay? Just to be able to quickly identify what that major pentatonic is when you know your minor. Guitar players especially love minor, though. We all love that. Blues, the box, I was saying blues, but penta. Okay, so please refer back to those worksheets. I'm talking some concepts because, again, you know, I'm not going to just run up and down scales. I'd rather give you that ideas. So we have B flat minor penta and add in the flat 5, and that's now the blues scale. B flat minor blues. We really want that flat 5 in there. I'm doing a lot of these little slurs, a la Grant Green, I often say. These little delia-da-delia-da-delia-dum. You know, you'll hear that if you're a Grant Green fan. He loved that style of phrasing. A lot of horn players did that, trumpet especially. Saxophone players. Okay, but the other sound that you want to get familiar with is the B flat major pentatonic. So that's always what I say. This is on my easy soloing method for the B flat blues, or any blues for that matter. Know your major pentatonic and your minor pentatonic / blues. But here's B flat major. Some of you might know it like this. It's very sweet, very pretty. Has that major 6, has a 9. So a major pentatonic is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Just so you know the formula: 1 root, then the 2 is the 9, and the 3, and then the 5 and the 6. See that 6th degree? It's so sweet. So here's a good trick if you haven't thought about this. Again, it involves knowing your relative minor in this case. Because you might be saying, hey, Tracy, I don't really know my B flat major pentatonic. Then I would say, well, what's the minor pentatonic related to B flat major? You go, oh, 3 frets down. G minor. Exactly. We can play G minor penta. You're like, I know that. And yes, I threw in that blue note on the G minor. So sometimes it's just a hand position thing for us guitar players especially, or uke players, is that you learn these scale patterns and shapes. But here's G minor blues. And that's what we play on the B flat blues for the 1 chord. And then for the 4 chord, B flat minor. Okay. This is now I'm going through my strategy. You got the 1 chord, you're playing B flat major. And then for the 4 chord, minor. back to the 1, major. And then on the 5 chord, your choice. Do you want it a little bit more of a minory blues feel or a happier major? 5, and then to the 1, maybe minor. And that was for the turnaround here. We're gonna do this, you guys, this is important. These are not just licks, these are concepts, and I feel like this is very important to get down. You can get the licks later when I post the transcriptions of some solos and stuff, and I'll go through a few of those. Today's workshop that I want to focus, again, sharing more of the strategies and the ideas with you, not just running up and down scales or focusing only on licks for, the time, because we can do that separately with me on my practice videos. I'm going to say on B flat major. Now I'm going to minor it. B flat minor. Major. Major. Minor. This is measure 5. Major. Do da 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 da. B flat major. Da 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 da. Do da da major. Minor. Now I'm following the changes a little bit more. Measure 5. Back to major. For fun, 2-5. C minor. That was that sub I showed you early. Now I'm arpeggiating. 4. Diminish. 1. D minor 7. C minor. Major. B flat. E flat. B flat. F minor.